So welcome guys to another episode of RoboCNC. This is basically some sort of mailbag episode or a review episode. Gearbest decided to send me a free 3D printer. So I know a lot of you guys might not like review videos with free product placements in there. So if you do not like that, just skip the video, go to the next one. But well, we have been working on the RoboCNC DIY machine, and although I do not really am a 3D printer guy yet, I think for the machine build there will be some quite nice things we can do with the 3D printer. So I think it's gonna be a nice addition to the shop, and since it is sent to us, we will do a small review on it and start using it in some videos. So if you do not like videos like that, just please do not bash the channel, just go on and be grateful for the rest of the videos. If you do like it, well, stay tuned and have a look what they sent. First of all, packing. The package is really nice. The one they sent us is the JG Aurora A3S. As I found on the internet, it seems to be the A3, but the S is then the steel version. So the packaging is really nice. Comes with a spool of a 1/4 kilogram of white PLA. Power adapter. And the machine base. So it is to be put together by the user, but it is not a really DIY machine. It has only a few parts. So let's have a look. The gantry. So that's it. We have the small parts, power adapter, the base of the machine and the gantry. So now let's put it together. In the cardboard box we have a warranty card, a flash drive, a few bolts and pieces, yet another small piece of PLA material, a cable, some Allen keys, and a small piece of plastic. So, putting it together seems to be quite simple, since we have only a few parts, which is the gantry and the base, which will go something like this. So it slides in quite nice. on the back side we have a few connectors which we can click right in. And there's still one part in the box which I didn't see. Which is to hold the spool. So for the assembly, it seems to be all there is. Just putting the base inside the frame, connecting some of the connectors, and putting the Allen screws in there. Although you seem to have one extra of each size, but well, that's the same with IKEA, I guess. So, looking at the machine, well, first of all, it's a beauty to see. Build volume is 205 millimeters by 205 millimeters by 205 millimeters, which is not that big for a printer of this price range, but well, I think at RoboCNC we want to show beautiful machines and with rigid constructions and stuff like that. So a lot of the DIY machines look kinda really DIY. So that's why I asked for this one. It has a heated bed, so it might use some more materials than the ones without, and it looks great. Always peel this off. It just looks really great. I'm not sure about the quality yet. I do not feel extensive play. So we'll have to find out how it works. So let's start this baby up. On the back side there's a power on button, and as you can see we have a full color screen here to work with the machine. It comes with quite a nice manual and also a installation video which I just watched, so I'm now gonna do exactly as they did, because I'm not really an expert in the printer field yet. So the first thing we're gonna do is move the machine to its home position, like in any other CNC machine. Go to home, and we will see that the nozzle homes, the y-axis homes, so the bed, and the z-axis also homes. After doing its homing routine, basically the printer knows its exact position, so its nozzle position against the work bed. So the next thing we do is to level the bed. So we go to leveling, go to the first point, and this is where the piece of plastic comes in. And this is something that has to be taken care of, I guess, because if this would happen while printing, this would have kicked the print off its bed. So this cable which is now on the back side is something we have to look into. I think it's quite strange that they put it like this, but well, the piece of plastic goes in between the bed and the nozzle. Until we feel resistance, go to the second point. Which is already okay. Third point. Okay. Fourth. Fifth. Well, I think if you get it out of the box, it would be best to do this, well, 2 or 3 times until you know you do not have to adjust anything anymore. But for now, I think this is quite okay. I go back, I go to move, put it in 10mm increments and put the z-axis up to 20 or 30mm. Now we go back to the settings. No, we're gonna go to the heating. We're gonna put the heating on, let's say 210 degrees. So it's now gonna start to heat the bed, and as you can see, it is already at 50 degrees, or well, it says it is. I think I already found where I can put the screw that was extra in the box. This is why this is loose. Okay, so noob error. This temperature is of course not the temperature of the bed. I'm preheating the nozzle. So I'm smelling that I'm not gonna touch the nozzle anymore. So now I'm ready to put in the filament. I'm gonna go back into the menu. Settings. Change filament. I'm gonna put the roll on there. So now it's starting to load the filament. So while doing the first 3D print, which of course is the Benji, as everybody does as the first print, I found the first problem in the machine. If you look here, you can see this is the lead screw and this is the bearing the gantry rides on. And as you can see, the bearing is here and the gantry is here. So basically it's broken. So after a lot of fiddling to get the plastic piece out of here, I found that this is loose and the bearing can just slide in here. And the strange thing is, there's no screw here to lock it in place or something like that. So basically, I think they want this to be a friction fit. Well, which I find quite strange. But well, if you push it down, it does have some friction, so maybe it will keep working now for a while. And if not, I think it would be best to drill a small hole here and use a small set screw to lock the bearing in place. I'll start the 3D print again and let's see the result of the Benji. While the printer is finishing up his last job for today, I want to end this video. I had two downsides in the video. One was the cable that was catching up with the table, with the bed. Well, I hadn't had that problem anymore afterwards, so I think it is okay. And I had the bearing that was loose. The bearing that was loose ended up to be because this one was loose. There was one screw missing in here, and this thing also pushes outside a little bit and squeezes the bearing housing tight. So that was the reason why it was out of there. So it have been working fine now. Why this printer? The downside of it is it's not a really big printer. It's only 205 by 205 millimeters square that it can print. And for the price you can get bigger printers, that's for sure. But I have a YouTube channel, I want things to look cool, I want things to show good quality, and I think this printer does. It's steel, and it's quite thick steel. It's not really thin sheet metal. It is welded correctly and nicely. It just feels rigid, and I like that in CNC type machines, the rigidity. Same applies for the bed. It slides on two sides on two rails, so it's not only one rail in the middle. Like the fact that it does that. I like the fact that it has two slides on each side, and only the table moves, so not the complete gantry or the table like some printers. The table goes up and down and only is held on one side. I think it's a really rigid machine, and that's cool. It's cool, it has a touchscreen display. Well, I think it has a black diamond pattern heated bed. That is a glass bed with the pattern on it that makes the print stick without using glue or without using tape. So that's nice. You do not have to use the tape or the glue and hassle with that. It just sticks to the diamond pattern or something, and if you let the bed cool you can take it off quite easily. Furthermore, it has a power failure safety device, so if the power fails you can resume a print. So although it doesn't happen here that often, if you would have to stop a print, you can resume it afterwards. That's quite nice. The quality of the prints, well, I started with the Benji. I think that's basically the hello world for 3D printing. So I will do some close-up shots on this Benji at the end of this video to show you the quality. And although I'm not an expert, I think it's quite nice. This is printed on the highest resolution though. I also made this part, which is not on the highest resolution, it's normal. But this is going to be a part that's going to be fitted on the RoboCNC router build. So you might have seen this video already. I think it's going to be posted before the printer build. So have a look at that. And how about this? I will do some close-ups on this, but come on man, it's really cool. I'm not a real 3D printer guy, but seeing stuff like this makes me quite like the printer world now. So guys, hope you don't mind the fact that I review a free product. Please keep in mind that this channel is free for you, and it's costing me a lot of time. So it's companies like this that make it worthwhile. So I am going to use this printer for a lot of stuff that's going to be used in our business, in the CNC router stuff. So well, you will be seeing that in different videos. Hope you liked it. If you like the printer and you want to buy it, well, use one of the links down below in your screen. That way you help this channel grow, and well, that's much appreciated. So thumbs up, subscribe if you've not already, and hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.